What's the difference between operatic singing or Slovakian singing and singing pop songs?
That's a really good question. It's the way you use your voice. I could demonstrate.
Great.
So with operatic singing, there's a vibrato. There's a vibration in the voice. And so without that vibration, a single note might be ooh. With the vibration, it's ooh.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Slovakian singing, like Bulgarian singing and Hungarian singing, it's very nasal. And it's done in such a way that to a lot of Western ears it sounds harsh. So it might sound like yeah, like that. And then pop singing, I'm not an expert, but I coach some pop singers. It's, let's see. Like, how do I go about this? The voice could be more airy, it could be lighter. And a lot of, like Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, they go, they
Right.
grate on the vocal cords a little more like that.
What makes pop music so immediately accessible, and some of these other music often takes a lot more effort to get into?
Pop music is simple.
Yeah.
Not just the words, but like
Right.
the chords. They don't
Yeah.
use a bunch of diminished seventh chords. They use like 1, 4, 5, 1, which if you know music, that's just the basic chords for blues, for pop, for rock and roll.
But you were into pop music, because when I asked you for your...
that's
So
true.
when did you emerge out of pop music?
I think maybe music school did that to me.
Oh, going to college.
Yeah, because I
Yeah,
started
I'm
studying,
sure that did that to a lot of people.
all the old dead
Right,
men
right,
composers who
right.
wrote some very intricate things.
Right.
Oh, and then in college I also studied ethnomusicology. So I traveled to Ghana, West Africa, and bought a drum and learned all about West African music. And so that was sort of an opening for me into music of the world and not just Western music.
What has life taught you about your singing abilities?
Life.
Yeah, like we
Yeah.
all have like abilities, but at least half the people have no idea what they're really good at. They think
Yeah.
they're good at something when they suck, and they think they suck when they're actually really good. Like some people think, oh, I'm a writer, but life does not reward any of their writing, but it turns out they're whizzes at accounting.
Mm-hmm.
Or some people think, I was born to play baseball, but it turns out they were born to play, bass guitar.
Right. And it doesn't mean they're bad at baseball or they're a bad writer.
Right, but life gives you
Yeah.
feedback and lets you know.
You know what? If I had let my life, if I had let the feedback in my life get the best of me, I wouldn't be a singer.
What would you be?
I probably would be...
If just life had spoken to you and you...
I might be a cantor,
Okay.
but I might be a cantor or like maybe a professor in international relations or something, because that was another thing I was interested in. But life actually has taught me that if you want something badly enough, and it's not just like you want it because it feels good to your ego or you want it
Right.
because it's going to make you look good, but you know within your deep self that you will stop at nothing else to get this thing, you can, that's probably what you're supposed to be doing. At
You
least-
can impose that will on life.
Right.
You've been asked to impose your will on life.
You have to, yeah. And the reason I say that, and this is something that for many years I didn't share with people at all, because it didn't look good. But I was a vocal performance major in college, and I did everything I was supposed to do, and at the end of my sophomore year I felt like I wasn't pleasing my teachers, and I told them maybe I should switch majors, and they said, no, you're doing fine. Okay. At the end of my junior year, I was told, after a jury, which is a singing final, you should consider another major.
Oh my.
We don't think that you're cut out to be a singer. So I went home and I cried on my cold apartment floor for like days.
Yeah.
Because they just told me that I couldn't be what I knew I was supposed to be.
Right.
And I hated them. My mother hated them. That's when I went to Africa that summer.
Right.
And I came back and I got my Bachelor of Arts in Music, and I knew that, okay, I'm not going to be an opera singer, but I don't want to be an opera singer. I never wanted to be an opera singer. I just wanted to go for the good training. And over the next few years, I tried out a lot of different things, and I was in Los Angeles, and I found a voice teacher who was strict but caring, and she empowered me, and she told me that I was good, and it wasn't all about what was wrong.
Right.
It was about, let's grow, and this is what's right. And with her and other people around me, I found the strength to really just go for it. And so life has taught me that I wanted it badly enough, and now I am it, and that not only am I a singer, but I own that I'm a wonderful singer, and that my dreams are coming true.
Do you have to be fat to be an opera singer?
Yes.
Why are most of them so huge?
No, you don't.
But most of them are huge. They're like...
No, they're not. A lot of them are. But, I mean, one of my favorite opera singers, Susan Graham, is not huge. Cecilia Bartoli is not huge. Pavarotti, yes.
Is there an advantage in being fat to sing opera?
No. Because you need so much breath to sing opera, a lot of people think that you need to be large, and yet the breath isn't in your fat.
Right.
So you need maybe to have a larger lung capacity. And so, but there are very small, like Renee Fleming, she's a skinny woman, I believe. There are small opera singers. It's just a stereotype. But you do have to